Supertramp legend Rick Davies dies at 81 after long illness. Cause of death and final words revealed. The music community is grieving the loss of Rick Davies, the celebrated co-founder and frontman of Supertramp, who has died at the age of 81. His family confirmed that the musician passed away peacefully after a prolonged battle with cancer. Known for his commanding stage presence, soulful voice, and masterful keyboard playing, Davies leaves behind a legacy that reshaped rock music and inspired countless musicians across generations. Humble beginnings to global fame. Rick Davies was born in Swindon, England in July 1944. His passion for music was evident from childhood, when he first experimented with drums before discovering his true love, the keyboard. With a fascination for jazz, blues, and rock, Davies combined these influences into a style that would later define Supertramp's unmistakable sound. In 1969, he founded Supertramp alongside Roger Hodgson. What started as a small experimental project quickly grew into one of the most successful rock bands of the 1970s and 1980s. Together, Davies and Hodgson created a sound that blended progressive rock with pop appeal, bringing music that was both complex and accessible. The golden era of Supertramp. Supertramp's breakthrough came with their 1974 release Crime of the Century, which featured unforgettable songs such as Dreamer and Bloody Well Right. The album established Davies as a creative powerhouse, praised for his emotional depth and instrumental brilliance. The band's peak arrived with the 1979 masterpiece Breakfast in America. Selling more than 20 million copies worldwide, it produced classics like The Logical Song, Goodbye Stranger, and Take the Long Way Home. Davies' gravelly baritone vocals became instantly recognizable, grounding the band's sound in warmth and character. Even after Hodgson's departure in the early 1980s, Davies carried the torch for Supertramp, leading the band through successful tours and further recordings. His devotion to the group and its music never wavered. Cause of death. Confirmed, Davies' family announced that he died following a long and courageous fight against cancer. In their statement, they described him as a devoted husband, a beloved friend, and a musician who gave his entire life to his art. With great sadness, we share that Rick has passed away after a long battle with cancer. The statement read, "His courage, humor, and love for music remained with him until the very end. He will be profoundly missed." Final words. Shared in his final moments, Davies shared words that reflect his lifelong belief in the power of music. According to his family, his last words were, "Music is the bridge that connects us. Never let it fade." This farewell message now stands as a final reminder of the philosophy that guided his career and life: music as a source of connection, healing, and unity. Tributes from around the world. Musicians, fans, and industry leaders have flooded social media with tributes to Davies. Former bandmate Roger Hodgson wrote, "Rick's talent and vision were unmatched. I will always be grateful for the journey we shared. The music we created together will live forever." Fans across the globe shared how Supertramp's songs became the soundtrack to their lives, with many describing Davies' lyrics and performances as life-changing. Elton John praised him as a genius who found beauty in complexity, while Phil Collins remembered Davies as a gentleman with an unmatched gift for melody and storytelling. Legacy and lasting impact. Rick Davies' influence on rock music is immeasurable. With his ability to blend jazz-inspired harmonies, rock energy, and thoughtful lyrics, he created a catalog of songs that remain timeless. From packed stadiums to quiet moments with headphones, his music continues to resonate with listeners across generations. Beyond his artistry, Davies was admired for his humility. Despite global fame, he was never one to seek the spotlight, preferring instead to let the music speak. Friends and colleagues remember him as a man of humor, kindness, and integrity. Carrying his vision forward. In honor of his legacy, his family has announced plans to launch a foundation in his name to support emerging musicians, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds. The foundation will provide instruments, training, and mentorship to ensure that future generations can follow in his footsteps. Conclusion. Rick Davies' death at 81 marks the end of an extraordinary chapter in rock history, but his voice, his keys, and his vision remain eternal. His final words, Music is the bridge that connects us. Never let it fade. Capture the essence of the man who gave the world anthems of hope, reflection, and joy. As fans and loved ones mourn, his music continues to echo, reminding us that legends never truly leave us.